Hey, and welcome to the Crew Podcast. We are the hottest podcast rocking right now. We are currently looking for 6 amazing hosts to join our family for season 2 that will kick off February the 1st, 2024. If you're looking for an opportunity to allow your voice, your perspective, and your brand to be heard around the world and seen around the world, then join the Crew Podcast.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is a founding sponsor for Da Crew Podcast. Get featured inside the magazine and allow your voice to be heard around the world.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is an international magazine founded in May of 2020 by Queen Angela. Get featured.
Welcome to the SC Book Gal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you? Hey everyone, it's another Saturday night, and I am here to introduce you to another book, a new author, and a new book to add to your to be read list. Okay, so welcome to SC Gal French Chat. We have tonight. So when I read the synopsis of this book, you guys, and I read a couple of pages. If I had to put her in the category of an artist, and I'm going to say a rap artist, I was thinking Trina. Okay, this chick does not play. But then if I think R&B, I'm thinking Monica. I get the Monica. No, you know what? Let's take it back. K. Michelle. Because, she ain't had it all upstairs, but she been true to herself. So we're going to bring up the author of Mariah, Miss Alana Washington. Come on up. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I am doing excellent. Thank you. And thank you for having me.
Here. Oh, no, thank you. I love when authors come visit me. That if y'all could see my to be read, it's now went over to this. It's y'all I can't show y'all. That's a lot of books in there. And not including the other 2 notebooks I got. But hey, I'm going to get through it one day. But welcome to SC Book Gals and Friends. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, my pleasure. My name is Elena Maria Washington, but my pen name is Elena Maria. I'm a single mother of 2 little girls. Obviously, I'm an author, also a speaker. My core message in speaking is becoming. You have what it takes to become, and that describes who I am at the moment, a woman that's becoming. I'm a middle-aged woman embarking on this new journey of becoming an author and a public speaker. I just started writing this year, believe it or not, January of 2022. So I'm a brand new author, and in June, I published my first book, and I have about a good 12, 13 books I'm working on right now. So this has been a busy year for me and my pen. So I am really excited. But like I stated, I'm a woman who's becoming, ever evolving, ever growing, trying to see what's next. Being in my mid-40s, life doesn't stop. It's just beginning for me. So that's, in a nutshell, that's Elena Maria.
Now, see, I love that. That is just because you're in your 40s, because I'm 42. Hold up. No, I'm 40. No, I'm 43. Oh, Jesus. I'm 43. I'll be 44 next. Oh, Lord. And that life does start again in the 40s. It's so true. It is so true. For some reason, 20s, you wilding out. You just having fun. The 30s, you kind of get in it, but something about them 40s, it's just beautiful. You're old enough that sometimes you have kids out of the house or they're
Absolutely.
mid ages, but then you're not old enough to pursue the dreams that you have. So, yes, I love it. So, this book,
Absolutely.
you're going to have to tell me, where did you get this idea? Like, she was a baddie. Like, yo, like, come on.
Yes. Yes, Miss Mariah. Mariah was the it girl, that girl, the pretty girl. What you see on social media, I did a post a little while ago called Beautiful Lies on social media about how you see everybody, their skin is so smooth, their hair is so perfect, their marriage is so great, everything, you want to be like them. You kind of lose yourself trying to emulate people. Was that girl, the one you wanted
Okay.
to emulate and be like. So that's who she was. She came from a two-parent household. Not a, typically the story is a crackhead mom or crackhead dad. Nope. Two-parent household, grew up, money, affluent, went to college, lived well, met the love of her life, Keith. And they went on they had extravagant wedding. Oh, they were just doing it up. But as soon as they got back from the honeymoon, they was trying to have a little afternoon delight. And the phone rings with tragedy. Her father passes away. And when that happens, that was the start of the end of this beautiful romanticized relationship. And Keith, her husband, who she thought was Mr. Perfect, he really began to show who he was as a husband. So one of the things about this book, be careful who you marry. That's the first thing. Um, and she went through grief. Who doesn't have someone pass away you don't grieve?
Yes, yes.
Right. And she grieved and he laughed. He laughed and he mocked. And he was happy that he was gone. His father-in-law was gone because now he was the top dog in Mariah's heart. And Mariah realized this man was nothing but an onion dipped in chocolate. He was just a bitter surprise when she took a bite. When she needed him to show up, things went left. And that is just the tip of the iceberg for this book. This book takes you on a journey. It starts with beauty and it ends with some hard decisions. And all of us can relate to Mariah in some type of way, shape, or form, whether it be directly or indirectly. Now, will we do some of the things Mariah did? Probably not. However, in this book, all of us can find ourselves in this book when you take things that you shouldn't take. We've all did things we shouldn't have done or stayed when the expiration date was long past, and we stay and we hurt. But then sometimes we find that strength to fight back. Now, do we go too far or do we find a sweet spot? And that's the rest of Mariah for you to read to unfold the rest. So Mariah, one young lady I sent the book to, a blind TikToker, this young lady said, "This is a wild ride." She put the book down multiple times. She said she stared at the invisible wall. Like, what did I just read? What in the world did I just read? So Mariah is a wild ride. It has some steamy moments in there, tastefully done, but there is some steam. So there's a little bit in there. Just a couple triggers. This is about a couple who had some problems. So there's some violence. So if you have triggers with that, just a heads up, a little bit of, violence in there. But overall, this is a good read, not just because I wrote it, but it is urban fiction. So if you like good juicy reads, like, oh my God, he did what, girl? Lick your finger. Oh my goodness. It's urban fiction, but it's a good book. Like I said, you can find yourself in it. And when life starts lifing, what choice will you make? Do you go left? Do you go right? Or do you just stay in the middle? So that's the part of the journey you have to find out when you get this book. So that's Mariah, a brief overview.
Okay, so hold up. One, that was beautiful. You just did a whole, like, the library word, we call that a book talk. You just did a whole book talk, and you should see me over here when she said the onion dipped in chocolate. This to me, Lord, I have never heard nothing like that before. But it's like, yo, that's my type of book. I like those books that carry you on a roller coaster ride. I love them. I love them. I love them because To me, it feels like the author invested their thoughts, their time, their thought pattern, the character's reaction, and it's all time and it's
Mhm.
brought together. And let's just say it's cooked and it's served perfectly. So I love that. I love that. So your main character, where did you get the idea? Because most of your urban fiction, um, I'm not seeing much that I can recall that have a two-person household, a mom and a dad. Most of, and I that's one thing I hate about African American. I won't even say urban. I would say African American books is that there's always some parent that's missing, and I hate that. But what made you want the character to have a two-parent household?
Well, when I wrote the book, when you think about urban fiction, already it's going to be some type of trauma, right? It's
Right.
something happening in the book, carrying the story, right? But it's no different than, Goodfellas. That's mob, so they killing over there, so they're like, why is there always black trauma? If you're into any type of horror movie, somebody getting stabbed. If you're into, so it's always something happening in the book to drive the story. This just happened to be a black story. So, but I didn't want everything to be just so tragic. You know what I'm saying? I wanted there to be, oh my God, okay, there's a mom and a daddy. All right, okay, I see that. Oh, she went to college. Oh, all right. Yeah, it didn't everything didn't have to be so stereotypical. The story of Mariah itself unfolding, it just happened to be black characters in the book, but everybody, purple, brown, green, the aliens, the Martians, if you have relationships, this drama that unfolds, it can apply to anyone. But I wanted, like I say, everything not to be just so much trauma, to give us, all of us don't have a crackhead mom and an absent dad, and we raised by Nana. You know what I mean? We do have mom and dad in the home, so it starts the book out start off beautifully, but it doesn't. It goes left, but it starts out beautifully. But that's where it was, just to give a different view of us as people.
And I love that. I love that. I love the fact that you did not do the stereotypical type book. I love that. Um, I how can I say this? Yes, I love urban street lit. That is where my heart is. But sometimes you need it to be a little softer. I want to be able to. My mom wasn't on crack. My dad wasn't on crack. My grandma was in my life. I had both my grandmothers, both my parents, loving family. So sometimes I want to know that, okay, there are other people that actually lived the life that I lived. Not all of us on the street with the mom and the needle and the boyfriend who's the guy. Yeah. So it was like a breath of fresh air. So I love that.
Absolutely.
So what would you consider your genre
Yes, ma'am.
for the books that you write?
For in general, for this book,
Ooh. So what kind of genres you
that's a
writing,
loaded
girl?
question for me.
Woo. Okay. So
Okay,
let's back
so
that
let's get
question
into
up.
it. So I label. Okay, all right. Well, I label myself a 360 author. Okay, meaning I write across genres. Urban fiction, Mariah is just the first book that I released. So that's just the first glimpse into author Elena Maria. Actually, coming December, I have another urban fiction book coming out called Fat Baby. And then I have a interactive book called Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones, Healing from Word Scars. So that is an interactive word journal where it helps deal with word scars. All of us have had somebody said you're not good enough. You're just like your daddy. Whatever the case may be, those crazy word scars. So in that book, I arm the reader with tools to be prepared to fight your own mind to heal. And then after you read the book, in the back there is 31 days of journaling where you journal, and then at the bottom there's an affirmation to read every single day of that 31 days to help begin to start the healing process. So that's going to be a whole series, healing from, this first one is word scars, and there'll be a healing from grief, healing from different situations. So that's going to be a whole series. I also have a poetry book coming out called Poetry for the Whole Me. That book will be coming out earlier next year. And I'm also writing two sci-fi novels, Till Mora, which is an African-American led sci-fi novel. And then I have Soul Jumper, which is just a multi-culti book, but that's sci-fi. So I am not just a one-note Johnny. Like I said, I label myself a 360 author. No man will be left out for entertainment. You don't, not a fan of urban fiction, go get this poetry. Not a fan of poetry, need some help, self-help. Let's go get the self-help book. Let's journal a little bit. You need to see mystical stars in the sky. Well, I got some sci-fi for you too. So I'm all over the place, but I'm all over the place, but put together. And I'm so excited, just that you asked that question, because I'm excited to show all the different parts of me as an artist. So, yeah.
I love that. I love that you didn't contain yourself to that one box. I love that. Because somebody like me, there are days where I'll be like, I just want to read something different. For instance, this past week, I told a coworker, I said, can you give me a book that you have read that you would recommend? The book that she gave me, I was looking like, ooh, okay, we're going to try. But it took me out of my element and I did enjoy it. So I was like, okay, Little House on the Prairie. All right, now we talking. So, but we're going to take a commercial break, you guys, and we're going to come back. So y'all know what happens when we come back. We get the fun questions. So stay tuned. Come back, you guys. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly.
All right. I know you guys.
Turn off the lights and light a candle. Tonight I'm in a romantic mood. Yeah. Let's take a shower together. I'll wash your body, wash mine, yeah. Love me down in some hot oil, baby.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know that's my song. Y'all should see me back here dancing and singing. That's my song. But hey, guess what? I think she has a special going on. So you guys get in touch with Black Diamond, my the Crew podcast sister, for some Black Friday specials on her candles. So, but we're back. So you ready for my fun questions?
Oh yeah.
Ready? All right. So,
ready.
Your characters, and they're all sitting down together. They all kumbaya, whatever, and they're coming together. They're on a screenplay. This is the last scene of the play, and they're all coming together. What song would be playing to end your screenplay of your book?
No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear. No, I'm not gonna cry. It's not the time. 'Cause you're not worth my tears. That's what's gonna play.
She broke
That's
up
what's
with
gonna play at the end of the movie.
So why did you choose Mary J. Blige?
Why Mary J. Blige? I don't know why I chose Mary J. Blige, but that song just came to my head because it kind of sums up Mariah without giving anything away. I mean, when you make decisions in life, you gotta own them. There's no time for crying. Once you pull the plug, you got to deal with the electricity being off. Whether you shiver or find a blanket, however you survive, I don't know, but there's no electricity to keep you warm now. So you got to go through it. You can't cry. You got to walk through whatever comes next. Tears aren't necessary at that moment. Own it.
All right.
And so
All
that's how
right.
the book ends. Owning,
All right. Own
owning it.
it. Love that. So her husband, well, aka the jerk.
Yeah. Mhm.
So we all knew Shap had his theme song, and we know that the ending of your movie would be "I'm Not Gonna Cry." What would his song be? Now I'm gonna tell you what I thought. I was thinking, um, I was thinking Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes. I forgot the name. It just went away. But then I was thinking Usher, his whole confession CD. I think you could choose one of them for him. But who do you? What song do you hear?
Yeah. What is that song? You're nothing but a liar, cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker. And I won't take it back in my life. So I'm taking the house,
The house, the kids, the dog. I want
the
it
dog.
all.
I want it all. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's Keith. You're nothing but, yeah. Yeah.
I see you know your music. You pulled that one out. I haven't heard that one in a while. I had somebody play that to me, and I was like, really, dog? I have no dog. What you talking about? Oh my God, you came out with that one.
Absolutely. I got another one, Carl Thomas. I wish I never met her at all. You remember Carl? I wish I never met her at all.
wow.
Even though I love her so and she got love for me. Yeah.
Yo. Yes.
So be careful who you marry. Going back to the earlier part of the interview, all of this just ties into what we were talking about earlier. It's be careful who you marry.
You go, girl. So let's say it. If you had your characters, and what would you want to say to your characters right now? Like, what would you say to them if they were standing right in front of you?
Mariah, girl, you're beautiful. You're wonderfully made. And learn how to let go. It's okay to let go. You don't have to be perfect. People love you just as you are, flaws and all. And if the sooner you realize that, the happier you can become in life. But unfortunately, you held on just a little too long. But it's okay to make mistakes. You're not perfect. To keep, go see the people. Go lay on the couch and talk to the people. Go lay on the couch and tell them what's going on in your head. Go talk to the man. Go lay on that brown leather couch and let it out. Let it out. Let it all out. To the parents, Mariah's parents, you did a wonderful job raising your children. And once they become grown, you have to accept them where they are and love them through it. You can't fix everything, but you can love them through it. So that's what I would say to the characters that are in the beginning of the book. Of course, more introduced later. I can't talk about them because that's where the book starts doing this.
Oh,
but that's what I would say to those main characters.
Can you tell us about one of those? One of them.
Well, Mariah has twin brothers.
Okay. And
Mariah has a set of twin brothers, and they are super duper fine. How they call Mark.
Oh,
is what now?
Oh, and they're cute. Okay, so if we're talking actors,
yeah,
who would they be? We talking about a Morris Chestnut, or are we talking about Iris?
Consider fine. See, it just depends on what you're into. It is Elba fine, you know. I don't know if the ones into the Chocolate Brothers that Idris Elba fine. If you're into the lighter brothers, that Shamar Moore fine. Boris Kojo, you know, real fine. Like eye candy, like you smell the cologne and you turn and look. That fine.
Ooh, that's Method Man. Method Man.
Method Man, yes. Caesar Method Man fine. Yes.
Seasoned Method Man. I
He
don't want
seasoned really
Method
well,
Man,
didn't he?
Dead Man. Them two they back there. No, I want the the hanging out with Ghost Son Method Man. Okay,
Yeah, the
Trees,
season. Yes, yes.
come back, Trees, come
Mm-hmm.
back, come
Mm-hmm.
back. You're talking about the book, Trees, talking about the book. So as we close out tonight, what is the most valuable piece of advice you to seasoned authors, upcoming authors? Just what type of advice would you give them?
Just right. Just right. Don't try to be perfect. Your first draft is just that. Write your story, and you can always go back and edit. But seasoned, old, new, everybody, just right. When the inspiration comes to you, however, if you talk on a cell phone to get it down, or if you, some people jot on paper or have your laptop, whatever your method is, just get it down and get started. Write your story. Get it out of you. Get it out of you, because when the story comes, I can tell for me, it pulls and it beats on me. Sometimes I'll stop one story and start another one because it's pulling the inspiration. Just right, and enjoy releasing what was inside of you. Then you go back and stress over getting it right and getting the editing and doing the cleaning and doing your alpha and then doing your beta reading and then all that good stuff. Get it out. That's the best piece of advice I got, because being new, I was like, oh my God, it's not making, I don't know. It's okay to not make sense at first. Get it out. And that was the best piece of advice, because now I'm able to write and I feel so much better when I go back to it. I'm like, what? Okay, but at least I got a flow. So just write and enjoy the journey and appreciate the gift. Don't frustrate your gift trying to be perfect. Enjoy the gift that you have and get it out. So that would be my best piece of advice.
I love that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now I see why you wrote a poetry book in it. I see it now. I see it. So, you've gained some readers here. You've gained some followers, but we need to know where to follow you. So go ahead and give us those social media links so we can follow our new author.
Absolutely. Well, everything is my name, Elena Maria, Allaina Maria. If you type that in, it's across all Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I have it all. So please, I would love for you. Also, I have a website, alainamaria.com. When we are currently updating the website, because like I said, I got the 2 new books dropping in December. So that will be updated soon. And then also Mariah, actually, that next week, did a little Mariah 2.0. We added a little something extra to Mariah. So the first group of readers got Mariah Original. The second group of readers, if you purchase now, it'll just be the original book. But in about a week, it's with the editor, I'll be coming back and I'll be uploading. You'll get Mariah 2.0. So it's about a little bit more content added to the book, just to give a little more dialogue, just to dive a little deeper into the world of Mariah, because there will be part 2. So stay tuned.
Oh, so I should hold. So should I hold off? No, see, I don't like waiting. I might have to just.
You don't have to wait. Mariah is good as is. No, she's dope as is. She is dope. I'm telling you, she as dope as is. It is a great book. It's just some things that I just wanted to, just like I said, add a little more dialogue to it. But when I tell you she's a good cake as is, just gonna put a little more icing on her, but she is a delicious cake. Delicious cake.
All right. So you guys go ahead and get her now. And I will make sure that I post up the links. Follow SC Book Gal and Friends. We will have the links posted up there. And Miss Washington, we thank you for bringing Mariah to us tonight and all the rest of the books that you have coming out in 2023 and 2024. We are looking forward to getting to know more of the new 360 author. I don't think I'm going to call you from now on a 360 author. I love that for you. But thank you for joining us tonight. You
Has a
guys.
nice ring to it. I like it.
It does. It does. All that you all the genres you're touching, and then there's self-help, and there's poetry, and then you got the sci-fi, and then Mariah coming back again. Yes, you should pin yourself as the new 360 author. I love that. So you guys, another Saturday night in the books. And we thank you again, Miss Washington. Guess what, you guys? The whole crew is going to be together tomorrow. So at 8 o'clock, you're going to see me, Miss Angela, Tamala, who else we got? Travita, Latoya, Alma. We're all going to be hanging out. On the third Sunday, it's all of us. You get to see us in our natural element. So we will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Again, grab Mariah. Okay, you guys? Grab it. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Thank you again, Miss Washington, a.k.a. 360 author. You guys have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you found a new book to read or a new author to explore. Join us again in 2 weeks for